How would you describe your mindset ahead of your first postseason here?
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited, just kind of for what it's going to bring, for what the fans are going to be like, and I mean, kind of expect the rowdiness that we're going to get, that we always get, but it's nice to be able to be home again.
How do you prepare, not really knowing the team? Do you prepare for two different teams ahead of your start, or how do you approach the preparation?
I mean, at this point, we're not completely sure like when we're starting or anything, but you kind of just have to go ahead and take a look at all the teams.
Okay.
Doesn't hurt too much, and there's a lot of like things you can find online, just like summaries. You can ask like people that you know, things like that. So
Okay.
just kind of taking a brief look at all the teams until you really know.
So you go home yesterday or whenever that was, Monday, and you start researching? Is that what you do? You hit the computer? Okay.
Yep. Absolutely.
What are kind of the biggest takeaways from that then? What did you pick up on? Is there anything, you were like excited about from those matchups or?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the biggest thing I noticed was just like some of the teams are definitely more hitter heavy, and then there's a couple teams. There's one of the teams that's more pitcher heavy, so that's pretty interesting.
Does that make you excited?
I mean, yeah, I'm excited to face hitter heavy teams. I want to go dominate them the most, so yeah.
When you initially found out that you guys got that 8th seed, just what was the reaction? What was the excitement? What was the feeling?
Yeah, at first, I mean, they had the first 7 up there, and we were just kind of waiting for them to put up that 8th team, and it was us, and I kind of just froze and looked around, and I was like, holy crap, like, we actually got it, and then we all just kind of started freaking out, so it's pretty cool.
The live shot, you guys seemed kind of subdued, I thought. Like, they showed on TV,
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
watching. So did we just not see the freak out?
Well, it's kind of delayed
Okay.
for what it is, so it's kind of like it popped up, and then we started like cheering and all that, and then it was like it popped up, and like, oh, we gotta start cheering again. So it was just delayed. It's like they didn't get like the actual reaction, but
Got it.
yeah.
Do you think that, like, as a team, were you surprised, given everything? Like, you guys got to just sit back and watch while these conference tournaments were going on, and as some people were hurting their chances of national seeds and whatnot. So did you expect it?
I mean, I was hoping. I knew there was a small chance, but I wasn't necessarily sure. Like all the things that have been coming out of the field of 64, there was one that morning that came out that had us at the 8th seed, so that gave me a little more hope than I had before. But there was definitely still like, I hope. But I mean, at the end of the day, if we didn't, it works out. So.
Do you feel like throughout the season, and especially the last couple of weeks, do you guys follow that stuff? Are you tracking it?
I mean, no, I just it pops up on my Instagram feed, so I take a look at it, but I'm like, none of this stuff really matters because they're not the ones choosing, so.
When you went through your research yesterday, what was the biggest takeaway about TCU? I mean, they're a pretty deep lineup there.
Yeah, I didn't look too much yesterday because I'm just trying to like take it easy for now, and then I'll dive in more once we know more.
Sure.
But talking to somebody I know, that one of their pitchers actually, I know he throws like 100, so.
Oh, wow.
That's like the biggest thing I took away. I haven't like done too much of like a deep dive into their lineup or anything.
Being on the road, you guys have to adjust a multitude of times. You're a bunch of road bandits. How has that like prepared you guys for regionals to adjust like that? Being able to adjust to whoever wins. Oh, we're playing them. Like, how does that go into
I
this?
mean, just we've thrown on so many different mounds, things like that. Like just like you're saying, so many different situations to where I think it's actually helped us. Like we've earned the right to be able to play at home for a lot longer now. So I think it'll mostly help us in Omaha. Once we get there, and we're gonna have to play all these games, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, this is a grind," and we've been doing it all year. So.
Is it nice to think like, hey, we could play back to back at home finally? It's been quite a while since you've done that.
It's very ratifying for sure. Yeah.
It's hard to take anything advice-wise Nelson gives you, but has he talked at all about the postseason and what lies ahead, or have you guys, had that? Because you and Kleiny are freshmen, obviously, and maybe Eric too has helped you. Have you guys had that conversation?
Well, Klein's a sophomore.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true. I mean, first year.
I gotcha. But yeah, just kind of talking like it is a different atmosphere, but the game, it's the same game. You're the same guy on the mound. Don't try to make your stuff better than it really is. So just trying to take it easy and kind of like not make the moment bigger than it really is.
Kind of building off of that, you've had to see a lot of, opponents' crowds that are against you this season. The fact that you're going to be on the mound knowing that entire Goss Stadium is behind you, cheering for you. As a pitcher, how does that affect you?
I mean, yeah, it's awesome when the chainsaw starts playing after you strike someone out and the crowd's just all into it. They're all yelling at the other guys instead you're the one getting yelled at. So, I mean, it kind of goes both ways where it's like these guys are yelling at me. I want to prove them wrong, things like that. But it's definitely a huge help when your fans are all behind you.
How do you feel like, you've been somebody where, you can get fiery, the emotion. Obviously, this is amplified. How do you manage that and approach that when you head into this?
Yeah, I mean, it's all just, you kind of got to prepare for it and just kind of tell yourself, like, there's a lot of game to play left. I mean, it's different, like, to show some emotion, like your pitch count, like you're at 105 pitches, like you're not going to go back out. Showing some emotion there is different, but like during like the middle of the game and stuff, you just got to stay focused because you got to go out next inning and go dominate the same thing.
Kind of on that ESPN broadcast, they bring up you and Iva as two people that. How's that feel as a freshman pitcher, being one of the two guys mentioned on an ESPN broadcast? You know, you feel like it puts maybe people want to come pick on the freshman pitcher if they get to face you, or everyone gets to say that till they see 98, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it kind of puts a target on your back, but not really. I mean, I welcome that stuff anyway. So if people want to come and try and expose me, I'm all here for it. So it's pretty exciting.
Does it feel like all that has happened really fast? I mean, you were playing high school ball this time a year ago. Does it feel like it's all been a blur, or like have you been able to soak it in?
I mean, I've soaked it in definitely for sure, but like just looking up to this point, it went really quick, that whole regular season. But the fun really starts now. We've just been basically practicing for the playoffs, so it kind of starts right now.
Talking about that target on your back, I mean, now to this point until Omaha, the target is going to be on your back because you're the team to beat. How have you been able to prepare for that, not just physically, but also mentally, knowing that you're going to be the team that everyone is going to come in here and want to beat?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're the most prepared team in the country just because of the schedule that we played. I think we've been able to handle a lot of adversity, and a lot of teams haven't had to experience that yet, so I think we're super prepared.
What'd you get most out of the last week off? I mean, air quote off, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was off week, but scrimmages were really good, very intense. That was good for us. Being able to have that intensity, but at a lower level, physically, so we're able to rest our bodies, but keep the competitiveness high, and then just be able to have some free time and just kind of chill out and reset before we get in the playoffs.
Did you do anything fun?
I just went golfing a lot.
That counts?
Yeah.
You just go to Tristan Tree.
Yeah.
How has this team grown the most? Because obviously your trajectory up to this point has not always been constant up. You guys have gone through a lot of downs and maybe some bumps in the road up until this point. How has this team grown throughout that adversity, heading into now the biggest series weekend of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think from the start we've always had a good bond. Everybody's gotten along well. But I think the biggest place we've grown is just that true trust in each other. We know what we're going to get from each guy, and we know what to expect, and everybody's pulling for each other, so it's really, really good.
The first time we got to talk to you, you said you passed on pro ball because you wanted to play postseason games like this. Was that gratifying that you guys have gotten here? What's kind of the year meant to you?
I mean, yeah, so far, I mean, it's been everything I could have asked for. But like I said earlier, I'm ready to start right now, so that's what I'm excited for.
Are you guys going to continue the buzz cuts?
I mean, yeah, Wilson keeps having bets on people. He's if I hit a home run off you, you gotta buzz your head. So
Would you buzz yours?
I said I only do it if AJ Hutchinson buzzes his. So I don't think I said that because I don't think it'll happen.
They got Tanner Douglas, man. That was
that was kind of peer pressure. That's probably not the greatest thing.
Yeah. You were my click that no, he's not getting rid of that lettuce.
Yeah, no, it's gone. It's gone. Yeah.